This is Delta. Yay! Touched his sphincter. It's a hand socket. An electric hand socket. Why is there... Oh, it's an actual button. Okay. It was just a giant power button. UH manual. Oh, K8. Kate? Kate lacks a voice module. It is able to communicate via simple lights and sounds. Okay. Bull. Topa. Okay, so that's an AI as well. And Qualia. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Terry. It's been decided that you and your crew will evacuate to Theta on the 14th. Everything is being taken care of, and you'll be given, all be given new positions as you arrive. You'll have to fall into the ranks, of course. Last thing we need are more leaders. Fuck you, Kronstead. I'm not going anywhere. You don't have the authority to make me. This isn't my orders, you idiot. I'm just the messenger. You want to stay? I can buy you some time if you want to hang out at your dump, but your crew is moving tomorrow. Mr. Akers, I'm happy to inform you that your crew has safely arrived at Theta. Let me know when you're ready to move and I'll send a transport. Don't hesitate to ask if you want to be relocated to Theta. Akers. Okay, I don't know who Akers is. Terry Akers won his 1000th game of chess. Corrupt opponent, sad. Sedge. It's toilet time. You know, this predates Subnautica, but I think they got the sound design. I wonder if Subnautica is inspired by this game at all. I feel like the water sounds are very good, and it reminds me of Subnautica, but I know Subnautica came second. Okay, is this it? This is not Theta, is it? There's no, like, passage or anything. Okay, I guess we'll keep looking. What's your favorite color? I was gonna say bad at, but there's not a lot of things that I, like, unequivocally, I have, like, a favorite, I guess, is what I was trying to say. I think colors are one of those, because I like blue, and I would have said blue when I was younger. I do like a lot of greens. Green. Ooh! I kind of want to jump. You guys think there's a Reaper Leviathan down there? Whoa. Whoa. I wonder if I can get... I wonder if the pipe leads somewhere. Something to figure out later. Hey, Pop-Up. Claw. Oh, no. Is the glitchiness because of the red stuff? Is this dude alive like the others? You tell me to leave him alone? Go for it. Thanks, dude.
I don't know, man. I just say we can keep things classy even when women aren't around, you know?
What did he say?
Yeah,
You know-
yeah. You're so full of shit, Brandon. I've seen you when payload manager Alice Coster shows up.
You saw that, right? You saw Akers fucking injecting that shit into them?
He got me pretty bad.
I think I made it worse pulling away. I can feel it bleeding out. Can you see him?
Fuck. He got on the Zeppelin. He's going back to Theta. We have to warn them.
Good luck with that. The platform radio is dead. Remember?
The Lumar Annex should work. It has to.
Yeah. You go. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just not.
Come on, Evans. We have to warn them. Come on.
Well, I think this tells me that this guy is dead. So they got infected, I think? I feel like I can kind of tell what they're saying a little bit better than yesterday. I was really tired yesterday. But I still don't think I could quite understand what they were saying, other than, like, we gotta get out of here. Crab! Crab people, crab people. Okay, so that guy doesn't have LED eyes. Is this like an engine or something? It's not an escape pod. Weird. Why would they have like an assembly line outside in the water? Oh, terminal. Shipping? Okay, so it definitely can't reach that Zeppelin. It is alive though, so that's Zeppelin 49. We'll have to remember that. Oh, okay. 216 is a Zeppelin location. 049. Manually adjust antenna. Okay, so let's go south by southwest. Got an audio buffer here.
Strasky, you can see the Zeppelin now.
Good. Sorry about the mess. Without the positioning system, the Zeps just keep losing their set routes. Voljet did say that you could have fixed it on your side by rejigging the antenna. I guess it doesn't matter now. Are all of you coming?
No, just me, Goy, and Creer. Akers is set up being a stubborn old man.
All right. See you soon, Brandon. Happy evac.
Peter, can you hear me? Peter, can you hear me?
I hear you, Terry. I mean, Mr. Akers, sir.
I've changed my mind. I would like to come to Theta. Let Delta sleep.
Of course. Wow. Honestly, didn't expect to hear from you again. Such a long time since you checked in. We have a few divers in a Zeppelin surveying Lambda at the moment. I'll just make sure they pick you up when they're done.
Thank you for the warning. I'll make sure they feel welcome.
Okay. See you when you get here.
That was a cryptic conversation. Okay, where is the scanner? Wasn't... Oh, here it is. Okay, you know what? I guess I should... Well, I don't know. There's no way for me to know. I could have looked at those lines and then just scanned the lines. Link established. Okay. Okay, now can I access it? With the Zeppelin control? Okay, engine failure. I guess Zeppelin 49 is the only one I can deal with right now. Which I think Zeppelin 49 was the yellow line. Okay. Okay, cool. It's coming.
On its way. Better get ready.
I'm ready.
That's definitely the Zeppelin.
That's cool. Oh, it's like a little basket. Oh, that looks like a Silt Strider from Morrowind. It's got the legs coming out the bottom.
Calm down. We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
Delta. At least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriately named. You think it can get us to Theta?
It's a cargo transport. They use them for moving materials between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
I have to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of. I'll get us a chip.
Yeah, what about Catherine? Dubious morality.
Guess I have no choice.
Oh, you know what? I was going to say, or I could go all the way back to the starting, but we already left that area in the pod, huh? So I'm not hurting this guy. This guy is helpful and cool. This guy... Well, actually, I don't know. Is this an AI and that's a human? Or are they all just copies of humans?
Why would you want to go to Theta? Why be a small fish in a big pond, you know?
Ah, come on.
Brandon?
Oh. Why did it drop?
I hope this works.
Wouldn't it fry the tool chip if I'm blasting with electricity? I don't like this. I don't like blasting human consciousness, even if they're copies.
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's fine.
Was he really that different from us? It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
Guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't want me to think about it. It's really getting hard not to think about it.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we could get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I hate to interrupt your existential dread and your self-discovery of your current condition, your current post-human condition, but could you hit that switch over there?
Do you hear me speaking? Of course you do. I wanted to let you know that I know. You didn't blindly beg me out of the herd. The slow waves of Delta crashing against the shore had an undertow that pulls you into a slumber. It's a beautiful thing. And I won't be selfish. I will help. Tuck them in, watch them sleep. They too will find peace within the universe of the WoW.
A little creepy. NGL.
Thanks.
So, is that robot dead? Or did it just take his tool chip? Because you can repair robots, right? Not that it will get repaired. All right. Thanks, big buddy. Oh, he's got eyeball lights. That's kind of cool. Look, I could have walked this far. We better be
Yeah,
going
really
past
good
here.
back there, Simon. We got a slight delta detour, but we're back on track.
Yeah.
We should touch down on a cargo platform just outside Theta. Then we just head inside, grab the dump bat, and head down the abyss. 4,000 meters. That's a long way. We don't have to worry, though, because with the dump bat, the Ark could have been in the Mariana Trench. It'll hold for anything.
That's great.
And then we can start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how conversations work.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds. I'm still saying things.
You sure are. Okay. Your new body most likely has senses similar to those you had as a human. And your mind, only knowing one way to perceive the world, superimposes that skill set on top of your new features.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending nothing's different.
If it didn't, you'd probably be incapable of interacting with the world at all. And the stress would either kill you or make you go insane.
I don't know
I've
if
found
it
a
works
good
that
balance
way.
between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me go? Could I tip the balance by suddenly gaining some insight and go insane?
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we have real things to deal with. Saving mankind, remember? Speaking of which, we're closing in on Theta. I'll eject the Omnitool. As always, don't forget to take me with you.
Kath, before you go, The artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel?
Uh-huh, yeah, the warden unit, the WOW.
Is it the WOW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
I suppose it set the ball in motion, but it's not directed with purpose. It's really complicated to explain how machines think, Simon. Concentrate on getting inside Theta, okay? See you soon.
Okay. So my guess is that the AI is responsible for the skinny daddies. I just love saying that. And so like they find humans and then wrap them in that like biotechno matter, I guess, and integrate them. But like the whole mapping humans to robots, I'm not sure how that's happening. Maybe that's something that people decided to do, or maybe like one of the ARC project scientists like decided to update the AI to like force humans into robot bodies. And I also don't think that we're really saving mankind. I think we're saving the memory of mankind, because like the whole point of the ARC project is to send human mapped conscious or cloned human consciousnesses into space, right, into a VR reality or virtual reality. Although I don't know why it has to be in space. I guess it would be more inert, like less likely to break down in space. I guess it's more likely to decay on Earth. Interesting. Oh. Wonder if I can glitch under the map here. Probably not. It looks like it's just the rock texture. Okay, I am like mindlessly running around while thinking about this game. We should get on task.
Are you there? Who is this? Catherine? I'm busy working.
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for what you did.
Don't worry about it, but you should stand up for yourself. I mean, Strohmeyer doesn't have that kind of authority. You could just tell him to go fuck himself.
Oh, I just don't. I'm not that kind of a person.
You can't expect people to fight for you all the time. You're a brilliant person, Kath. You're so smart it makes my head spin, but sometimes you just disappear into yourself. Suddenly it's like talking to a fucking 5-year-old.
It's just hard. I can't just be more like that. Everyone would know I'm pretending.
It's not too late to win people over. Strasky likes you. I like you. Reed likes you.
Strasky likes everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, you think Reed likes me?
Catherine, a lot of people like you. You just need to open up a little.
Huh. Interesting. So we're slowly getting these, like, what seems are irrelevant pieces of social information about the people that ran these underwater stations. So when are the pieces going to get connected? That's what I want to know. On a scale of 1 to 10, creepy and disturbing, I think this game has got me at a solid 7 out of 10. It's pretty atmospheric. They said AI does not think like humans and isn't capable of holding grudges, but maybe it uses human brains to think like they do. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know, like, what's going on with the AI. I would assume, given what I know about machine learning, and, you know, if they depending on how they wrote the character, the AI character, the AI is running off of its own algorithms to try and integrate new information and whatever its original directives were. And it is just kind of seeking to gather information and then complete its directive. So I imagine, since it's been given legs, so to speak, to like tendrils to like replicate itself and expand its influence, gather more information, like it is going astray somehow. I still think it's responsible for spreading the robot awareness. Well, maybe not robot awareness. I don't know. I think it's responsible for how run down the place is. And attacking the humans, at the very least.
Strasky, wake up Dr. Masters. We're bringing in anchors.
What's wrong?
What can I say? He's had a rough day.
Jesus Christ. He's all butchered by structure shrapnel. The biosurgeon a number on him.
Brandon, flip the panic switch on the suit. I don't want to burn through the oxygen.
You're kidding, right? He's fucking hanging on by a thread. We need to move him.
Strasky, get the infirmary ready. We need to move fast.
Wait. Where are Komorabi and the others?
This is all we got. I guess it's still at Delta.
Emma, I can't do this on my own. Grab the other side.
Strask, ready or not, we're coming in.
All right. See you soon.
Somebody got injured? By what? Okay, I'm back at the Zeppelin. Where am I supposed to be going then? Not there. That door was caved in. Hey, Malorium. The bass on that heartbeat is so, like, in my ear. It's such a good sound alert. Stop looking at chat, you cheater. I'm just trying to be engaged with you guys.
Thank you, Catherine. Wait. Am I already here?
Hello?
Who is that? Mark?
No, we haven't met before.
Is this the Ark?
I think we're safe.
Oh, I was so worried something had gone wrong.
What's your name?
Robin
Jackie?
Bass.
Oh.
Theta field service technician.
Nice to meet you, Robin. How did you get here?
I got scanned, like the others. And then
She's self-aware.
I killed myself. At least I think so. I can't remember that part.
How does that work? Did dying get you into the Ark?
Wow, you're definitely not from Theta. Let me guess, Omicron? Wasn't sure Catherine would be able to scan you guys. You're lucky. There was a lot of talk about this at Theta. The idea is, when you're activated in the Ark, there's basically two of you, right? One human, one living scan in the Ark. You don't want your copy to survive you. You yourself want to survive on the Ark. If the human you dies before the scan is initiated, or closely after, you yourself would live on in the Ark. Amazing, right?
I don't know if that's how that works.
Did Catherine put you up to this? Killing yourself?
Catherine Chun? No. I don't think you understand. She just did scans and put them into the Ark. I hope I get to meet her soon so I can apologize. She always got into trouble with Strawmeyer when someone killed themselves.
I think she's okay with it.
Where is everyone? I thought there would be like 40 or 50 people here.
I don't know. I'll let you know if I see anyone. Robin, I'm not sure how to say this.
What?
This is
Yeah?
pretty amazing, right? I mean, the Ark.
Yeah, it's great. Catherine and the guys have really pulled through. They saved us all.
Doubt.
See you later.
Will do.
Looks like it's wearing a closed Polaroid. You know, okay, if you look, it's got a thick booty, but yeah, I can say that's a
I don't
Polaroid.
understand.
Yeah, okay, I can see what they're going for with, like, is a cloned consciousness you? If you duplicate your consciousness, are you still alive? And I don't know if I believe in that. I don't think so.
I can figure this out.
I think that a new consciousness that is a copy of you is alive, but I don't think you're alive. Come on. There we go. Put you back on. Just like new. Hooray for transhumanism philosophical quandaries. Yeah. That's cool, Dormsy. That's very cool. Speaking of Hobbs. He fell asleep and his head was drooping off the side. No existential crises, please. I'm too sober. That closed entirely too fast. That was very unsafe. Bobverse replication drift held that a copy, so long as the original was gone prior to the copy being started, would in fact be the original. Any copy that was turned on while the parent it was copied from would have replication drift and be a different being. I can see that. Like, if for all intents and purposes, it is you, and there's only one version of experiences that you experience, then in a way you continue on, right? But if you have two of you experiencing different things, then that creates replication drift. I can see that. But, I mean, I don't see why it has to be a philosophical thing. Like, I'm thinking from a... I guess I'm thinking as a software developer, if you have two instances of a class, and even no matter how complex of a class it is, let's say it's got multi-inheritance from hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of different other, classes or libraries to make up a very complex, like, functioning brain. It's still just another physical manifestation, right? You can print two coins, but they're not the same coin, even though they have the same contents. And even as the coin moves along used in the economy, and you hand it to one person, and they put it in their pocket, and it rubs up against other coins and gets scratches, and, let's say one gets put on a railroad track and gets smashed into a flat pancake. Like, they're still the same coin, but they're different copies of it. Why does it have to be the same thing? Why do we have to link them in any way? I feel like that's subjective and a subjective qualifier, Yeah, the moment you diverge in experiences, you are no longer the same person relative. Choices will be changed based on the new experiences that each one has in turn. Yeah. What if the two of you that get regular experience data updates from each other? Now you're talking about networked consciousness, which is another interesting idea. Like, if you could be like a hive mind, and there is a core experience, or actually no, it's like a game, right? Networked gaming, where you're all in peer-to-peer gaming. That's what it is. You're all in the same match, but wherever every person is like an exchange between clients where it's like, okay, this is my position. I'll send it to the other client. Okay, that's where that person is. Here's where I am. And let's say that you're not controlling people in this networked game. It's just, you know, it's just a single sheet of experiences. That's covered in the Bobverse, but how going into how is covering is spoilers. Got it. Is Bobverse a book? I might have to take a look at that. Hobbs. Hi. Book series, okay. Okay.
Hello? Anyone there? Well, Catherine, we found Theta.
Let's go to the non-AI gunk side. I learned this trick at the beginning of the game. Now, I didn't learn it myself. Somebody had to tell me. But I did get it eventually. Okay, so we don't have, like, primary power right now. We're on emergency. Life support, I guess. Yeah. Oh, hey, a map. Pathos. Okay, so we are in the Atlantic. Squeeze me. What is this? That's weird. Is that like a pencil sharpener or something?
We're here? We're here! Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have done that.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here. What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option. Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend. It's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes. Attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's...
Heroic.
At least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Ah, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's...
Trashed.
It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure. Let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
Okay. Am I gonna pick you up or are you staying here? Okay. Oh, she turned on the power. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool, cool. Tight, tight, tight. Nope. I'm mostly positing interesting questions for the fun of it, but thanks. Transhumanism is my jam. I took a philosophy class in college and I enjoyed it, but I think it got bogged down by the debates because I feel like people really weren't considering all of the elements of any any philosophical question. And so we got stuck at the
deserted. So far.
It doesn't make any sense. Theta is clearly the best option for survival.
Yeah, we got stuck at the beginning of the philosophical debate. We never got into anything that was super interesting to me. And one thing I noticed is that...
Where the hell did they all go?
If Theta is out of the picture, where would you go?
Probably Lambda or Omicron?
Well, we've seen Lambda already. Maybe Omicron.
Yeah. Okay. Frick! Okay, I'll finish my thought now. People in the philosophical debates had
But
hyper...
You won't find anyone.
Maybe they all helped out with the Ark.
To carry it to Tau? That seems excessive, but not out of the question.
Okay. I better finish what I'm gonna say before I move on, and then we'll go back to playing. People had hyper individualistic responses, and their philosophies were highly selfish, or self-focused. I don't want to say selfish because that's like a judgment. And so like things like the trolley car problem, where you have a switch, and there's a switch for a rail car transition, right? You've got a fork in a rail car track, and there's one person tied to one part, and the train is going to hit that person, and you can divert it to save that one person, but there's like 6 people on the side. Maybe it's the opposite way. Do you switch it? Is one person more important? Or is saving more people more important? Is it a numbers thing? Like, what if it's your wife or your mother or something? Is the single person that's like, how do you quantify the value of life? And it's like supposed to be an unsolvable situation, and kind of makes you think. It was just very frustrating, like sitting in that debate and having people be like, I don't care. It's gonna be this, or it's gonna be that, and it's like, that was a frustrating conversation. Okay, so...
Hey Kraken, what's cracking? How goes the existential horror and deep discussion?
It's not horror yet for me, but the discussion is definitely happening. Yeah. Ooh, Buddha. Do we have anybody in here? Imagine the world dying and everybody's uploading their consciousness into a virtual world, and you get integrated by an AI, and you just spend 100 years sitting on the pot. Is that a nightmare or or a paradise? Utopia, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, you've got it backwards. Trolley's gonna hit the group if left alone. Yes. Yeah, and yeah, I was very lazily referring to that as an example of a philosophical discussion, which I'm not going to go into right now for the sake of the video, but it would be an interesting discussion. Maybe we should have a philosophy cast sometime. Oh, that's a door. Guy Conrad. Wow, that's a 100-year-old alcohol spill that hasn't dried. Maser tool safety. So we need to bypass the switch and add power. Hello there, Nova Batier. Am I saying that correctly? Welcome. It's Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. We need a Kraken pooped emo. Oh, thank you for the link to the Bobverse book. Thank you. Invalid selection. Nope, nothing. Nova Betier, welcome. Happy first time chat, hiya. Krakens, I just pooped myself. Nadine. Maggie. Brandon. Oh, Catherine. Catherine's, what am I going to find in Catherine's room?
Hey, that's my room.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
Your teddy bear could use some repairs.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over.
What's with the junk? Looks like something you'd fish out of the ocean.
Huh? Oh, you mean... Yeah, that's a part of Reed's vivarium. It's a long story. Forget it.
Huh. How can she see? I thought she was getting, like, popped in and out of consciousness. Journal. Should I read Catherine's journal? Thanks for Lurk Dormsey. Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WAU, but more importantly was assembled in a seemingly primitive way, like someone had specifically created it for WAU to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point, she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that WAU copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction, except for one point. Where my capsule houses flat people... where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs, the vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content, but the originating brain scan Reed emerged. The Reed inside Vivarium was a perfect copy. Oh, is this her study? Oh, wait. 2103? Yeah, is this her precursor to the ARC project? I have it. I can save humanity. Yes, it is. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with the Vivarium, but I can replicate WAU's scanning technique using the pilot seats. They're already prepared using a type of electromagnetic drums needed. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect WAU has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the mockingbirds. The WAU must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. Okay, so WAU definitely is scanning people and then populating the robots with consciousness. Is this how things went to shit? They had replication drift. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it into space using the space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that. Mark Sarang killed himself after the scan. He's been suggesting everyone should kill themselves as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the ARC. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among the staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Stromheimer is not happy with me. Hope it'll calm down. Richard gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. Unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. New way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nicely with the others. She's too real. Okay, so she's embroiled in that whole issue with copies. Oh, I was going to try and move the doll. Guess not.
You have a lot of toys.
No comment. Is it just me or is it getting darker? Ride the shoe puff. Thanks, no for bad, yeah. Javid. Jean. Mark Sarang. Why was his room sealed like that? That's kind of creepy. When you read this, I'll have entered the Ark. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I'll do this in secret by following cyanide salts into chewing gum. Folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before I see her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down quickly, causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know that there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all do the same and join me inside the Ark. That is super creepy. I do not recommend doing that. If your consciousness gets cloned somehow, don't do that. You've only got one life. What is this? Why is it so dark? What's going on here?
Did you know that the human body...
Oops.
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells? They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years.
Fleshy apertures.
We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chun populates the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the Ark. Let your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Okay, I don't think I agree with that. I mean, okay, I think I can agree with you being summed up as the emergence of the entity, right? Like, because we know a lot about the human body. We don't know exactly how the brain works, but we know a lot about its processes. And like dopamine is a good example of where, you know, somebody who may be classified as lazy, like you can be an ambitious lazy person. I would actually classify myself as an ambitious lazy person. I have a deficiency of the neurotransmitter dopamine because of ADHD, which is a weakened prefrontal cortex, which does not secrete enough dopamine in order for me to be motivated to do everything that I decide to do. And that can affect your behavior and how you decide to do things. So your body is like I guess the part that I don't really agree with is the part where he said that you are not your body. It's like you are your body, because your body is the medium with which you exist, right? When you have memories, those are stored in biological synapses, right? Well, I don't know if it's synapses exactly, but they're stored in your brain, in your cells. When you access them, it transmutes them, it changes them. When you think about something, it is proven that when you remember a situation, your memory will modify that. Like your brain will modify the memory by just accessing it. It's like it's like Schrodinger's cat. But it's like proven, like people's memory gets foggier and foggier because their brain has to like read that memory, and that is like processing actual proteins in your brain, and it tries to put it back, and it puts it back just ever so slightly differently. So like who you are and what you remember and the decisions that you make and the motivation that you have and the reasons for the decision that you make and the principles that you hold, everything in your brain is a muscle, right? I just don't believe that that's the same thing as a digital consciousness. A digital consciousness, unless it's written with all of the processes and routines that, you know, if your digital consciousness remembers things differently every time you remember it, like, okay, maybe. If it's a perfect recreation of the biological brain, that's the only time I would really agree with that. The idea that your brain being scanned, that consciousness in the digital world is the same thing as you. I just don't think that it is. And maybe that's like a naturalist way of viewing it, but like, I don't know. It's like we just had this conversation. Yeah, we did. Ship of Theseus. I don't remember what that is. Okay. So this it looks like a robot, but he's pointing at stuff. Oh, maybe this is like AI growth. Chang Lab? I can't read that. Okay, yeah, these are definitely AI growth issues. It's a sphincter. Did I look at the rest? I think I did. Okay, cool. That's no good. Oh, somebody did a bad. Oh. That would have been nice to know. Go away. Get out of here. I'm trying to see if this is a USB stick or something. No, it's a nail clipper. The ship of Theseus is the whole. If you replace every part of a ship one board at a time, is it still the same ship? The dialogue didn't actually go in that direction, but he was talking about the cells dying off being replaced by new ones. It sounded like it might. Yeah, I think it's the same ship. I mean, if you replace everything all at once, then no, it's not the same ship, but it is a copy of that ship. But, I mean, that's literally what your cells do. Your cells last, like, what is it, every 7 years? Your cells completely replace themselves. Actually, there may be cells that don't get replaced. I don't remember. Ship of Theseus then also asks, would the ship... What would the ship be if you reconstructed a ship out of all the old parts? Interesting. Let me think about that, and I'll touch the sphincter while I'm thinking about it. I don't know what I'm doing by touching the sphincter. Maybe I'm...
What the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's the wow you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I was wondering about that. Am I like converting myself into like AI parts or something? Neurons live forever, but other than that, they all replace over time. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, I haven't been this way yet. It looks like I can't. Anyway. I loved playing SOMA and enjoying and watching and seeing your experience. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out. I think my camera keeps on moving. Okay. I can't remember if we collected things in the rooms or I should be going somewhere else.